Hey everyone, it's me, I'm a Gaming Nerd here, bringing you my Bleach Chapter 536 review. Now, this was a great chapter. This was, in some points, a little confusing and a bit contradicting, but I'll get into that later on in review. Now, essentially, this chapter begins with Ishin killing the Hollow and saving Misaki, but at the cost of the fact that until Misaki dies, Ishin can no longer use his Shinigami powers. Which I do have a theory why Ishin can't. Why after Misaki died, Ishin could not still use his Shinigami powers. I have a theory as to why. And then later on in the chapter, we see Ryukin just in the middle of the rain, just upset, and he sees his maid. Now, from what it sounds like, from what I took out, it looks like the maid confessed her feelings to him, and it sounds like they're gonna have sex later that night. And 9 months later, Uyu's born. Because it's more than obvious that maid is freaking Uyu's mother. And then as we go throughout the chapter, a bit of a time skip happens. Ishin opens up the Kurosaki family clinic. Misaki becomes a university student. And then they pretty much become a couple, Ishin and Misaki. And then shortly after there, Ishiko is born. And then he basically says, and you know the rest. You got your Shinigami powers, you fought a bunch of people in Soul Society, you became allies with them, and defeated Isaac. And then the fact that, alright, here's what I believe the reason why. Now, I'm looking at the chapter right now, and the fact that it sounds like possibly the Hollow, when Ishiko was born, was no longer inside Misaki and went into Ishiko. And the fact when the Hollow was released, probably I would say, maybe going as far as, not at the Byakuya fight, but when Ishiko more so getting his own Shinigami powers from Urahara's training, that was when the Hollow was awakened. That was possibly it, because after he got out of that hole, he was wearing his same exact Hollow mask. That is where I think Ishiko's Hollow was awakened, and perhaps when he was born, the Hollow was more so left Misaki and went to Ishiko. That's why I have a feeling that is the exact case, and that was the contradicting part. The next thing is at the end of the chapter, Ishin mentions basically your mother died in a way your mother died, wasn't killed by Grand Fisher. Pretty much, he didn't say that, but he pretty much, I guess you could say, said that she died a different way. And he said in the chapter ends, listen, I'll tell you the real reason why your mother died. I'm just gonna say it. Aizen's fucking behind it. It's always Aizen. Alright. She's the reason why Misaki died. But, yeah, anyways, this was a good, but in all seriousness, I have a feeling it might be related to maybe Juha Bach or Ryukin's parents. It has to be one of them that has to do with. If it's Aizen, then I'm just gonna laugh. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, this was a great chapter of Bleach. It gets a 9 out of 10. I like the flashback, but I'm glad to see we're out of it. But we might end up getting stuck in another flashback soon. But yeah, it was a great chapter this week. Best of the big three. But yeah, anyways, the chapter gets a 9 out of 10. I'm a Gaming Nerd signing out. Peace.